Okay guys, so I would like to talk about this fellow called Greater Sapien. Now, yesterday on Nathan's show, D-Marble came on. Now, we have been friends for quite some time. I managed to convince him to come and have a chat with us on Nathan's show. And we have discussed in the past about this Greater Sapien dude. So it does seem that his channel has grown as a result of him attacking D-Marble. Now, I've not entered the debate up to now on this. In fact, I've let them have their own back and forth. But last night, Greater Sapien did a video about D-Marble's laser test. And so essentially, he's showing the refraction of light when he pulls the tray filled with ice cubes in water in the line of sight of the laser beam. So essentially, he changes the medium and the light changes ever so slightly. I wouldn't say it was a massive change. He then proceeds to place a hot rock in front of the laser beam. This time the laser beam is refracted up, and that is much clearer. You can definitely see that the laser beam itself refracts up. So as regards refraction, we all know that refraction of light, a light beam, can be manipulated. It can change direction. Nobody is denying that. However, what he inadvertently does is prove that terrestrial refraction is nonsense. And I'll show you how. So here he is preparing to pull the ice in front of the laser beam. As he pulls the ice in front of the laser beam, you see the light wobble. The laser beam light wobbles. But what's interesting, and I want you to pay attention to, is the board itself, the board that we are looking at, the board that he has put these markers across, that we are focusing on. Now, if we change these and assume that these are a building in the distance, let's say, and as he pulls the ice in front of the laser beam, he's asking us to concentrate on the laser beam but not pay attention to the board. But what do you know? The board doesn't change. The board doesn't get pulled up. The board doesn't get pulled down. It doesn't matter what medium he changes, whether he changes it from a hot surface to a cold surface. The board itself does not move. Now, this is terrestrial refraction. In other words, what we would be trying to observe had we been looking at a building in the distance. So by his eagerness to try and debunk D-Marble and D-Marble's laser test, in effect what he's actually done is debunk terrestrial refraction. Essentially, he's debunked the globe. The board is not moving. That is not being lifted up and bent. If there was a wall of water in front of it or a wall of earth curve, that board would still be in the same position. It wouldn't be lifted up around the curvature of the earth. Thank you, Greater Sapien. I couldn't have performed this test any better. You did it perfectly. I so appreciate you doing this. Please continue doing these kind of videos. I love it when a glober wrecks his own model.